even since I started working with Kathleen 4 years ago, ever like in the last 2 years, it's blown up, particularly in Ireland. So I think what happens, the same as like the wellness industry or nutrition, people find those gaps where they can make money and, they can jump on misinformation. And look, it's not always intentional. They think they're doing the right thing, some people. But if they're not willing to do open conversation or discuss it, or if I had a question, which I do often, like on social media, say that's not correct, like this is actually the right, and you get shut down for that, then yeah, more information is going to filter through because people have that access to delete comments or to go back at that. And like we've said already, people love the drama and the negativity, but there has to be stories of hope. There has to be hope because people won't want to do anything or move forward with their treatment or anything if there isn't a hope story. So as much as endometriosis sucks, and like I've told my story loads of times at events and stuff like that, but at the end of it all, I want people to know that if you have the right information, if you have the right knowledge and the resources and the right people by your side, there is hope and you can improve your life so much if you have that. But yeah, just social media and influencers. I mean, that's the way of the world now. Like everything seems to be on there. There's nothing in real life and people are losing the connection. And they're also not, there's no critical thinking, like people aren't reaching out for resources. So they're taking information from influencers or social media accounts, but like not actually looking for research papers on that or actually asking a specialist about that. It's like, oh, I'm going to take this information because it's in a beautiful, flowery, whatever you want to call it. And that must be true if they're putting out facts. But that's not how science works. And you'll know that from doing your thesis anyway. Like there's a lack of critical thinking in the world. Nobody asks questions anymore. They don't ask, where'd you get that source from? Or who wrote that? Or what was that study like? And what does the science community think about those studies? Or, like endometriosis have loads of studies, but a lot of them are useless, so the same with science anyway. Like there's loads of papers that have been retracted for numerous different things. So it's just about finding the people who can identify the right papers and the right resources and the knowledge, and people who've been here in this space for years, like 30 years, 20 years. I'm not going to listen to somebody who's just been in there for a year. It's Kathleen, it's the likes of Heather, it's the likes of those people who've been doing it for a very, very long time and have seen almost everything. So, yeah.